is holy. James chapter 5. He says, is anyone suffering? Let him pray. Prayer. Is anyone suffering? You pick up the phone and tell all your suffering to somebody who is worse than you. And now they know everything and you don't know who is gossiping about you. This is the message today. As I will force feed you because I am kind of tired of prayerless Christians who take me around in circles. Your answer doesn't lie with me. Your answer is in the present. He said, come with boldness to the throne of grace that you may obtain help and find grace to help you in your time of throne of grace, not seat of Ofoswapia. This year I will force you to grow. This year I will force you to walk. I will force you. I am not a pastor who is looking for followers. I am a pastor who is raising leaders. I am a pastor who is trying to drive people away from me. So looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of your faith, who for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross. And part of the cross is your lonely prayer life, where you stand and you pray alone. I am feeling it. I am feeling it. You know the reason why you are weak is because you don't pray. And by the way, 7 days without prayer makes 1 week. W-A-E-A-K. Week. You eat 3 hot meals a day and 1 cold snack of prayer once a year. No doubt your life is like this. You know the reason why you are easily discouraged? Because you don't pray. And let me look into the camera and talk to a preacher. You are preaching, yes. You are eloquent, yes. But there's no prayer backing your word. That is why you don't get results. Listen, put the Bible down for a little while and get down on your knees and pray and see results. You are singing, but you are not prayerful. The moment you pick up the microphone, I tell mommy, say this one, she hasn't prayed. I know your prayer life is short. You have a gift, but there's a difference between anointing and talent. Let me tell you something. 2 people sang the same song. The first one sang like he was in an opera. People stood and they applauded. Another one came, he was not sophisticated. But when he sang that same song, people were crying. And somebody asked, what is the reason? And they said the first gifted one, he knew the song. But the second one knew the God of the song. Let me tell you something. It is not your range that matters. There are people seated here. Long before I raise up my voice and say there's someone, come and let me lay hands, your singing must heal that person. Usher, before you usher somebody to their seat, tumors must disappear. Because this thing is not only for pastors. He gave it to you. Your hands must work miracles this year. And in order to do that, pray up before you come to church. Is somebody hearing me? This is not a retirement center for spiritual fat cats. This is not a place to come and do a catwalk with your new dress. This is a serious place where prayer is our soul. Prayer in the morning, prayer in the afternoon, prayer in the evening. David says 7 times a day, my voice shall be heard on high. You are complaining to people who can help you. While your answer is in the presence of God. Can we have a shift? In our intro, we said it is time for a shift. And when we said that, you are shouting, hey, what is the shift? The shift comes when you have spent time to pray. Once they were rowing, he was praying. Do you know the reason why a lot of people serve in this house and they get easily offended? It's because you are prayerless. Smart and I'm hurt. I need to take a break. I need to do this. You take a spiritual vacation, you may not come back. Who told you your enemy takes vacation on at Hawaii? No. If you are prayed up and you are working for God in a church, nobody's disrespect or anything can put you up. The reason why you are so sensitive is because your flesh is alive. Flesh dies when you go to the mountain to pray.